But for now, the first group of illegal migrants to be sent to Rwanda under the government's new scheme will be told that they're on the list to go this week. But they're not going to be on a flight anytime soon, with Home Secretary Priti Patel blaming, I quote, specialist lawyers for the delay. What do we think to this, David? There's a lot of frustration. I mean, there's all mixed views about the Rwanda thing anyway. Let's just park for now that and look at, is it actually going to happen?
It doesn't look like it, because I think this was announced at the start of the local election campaign to give Tory voters a bit of red meat so that they would attract them back to vote for them, given their terrible record and stuff over the last couple of years and so on, that people are very frustrated. But, you know, she's saying today the first people are going to be told in a few days' time. But then when are they actually going to go to Rwanda, and how many are going to go? Because the amount of money that was put into the scheme would only allow for a very small number of people to go to Rwanda.
What was it, 120 mil?
It was 120 mil, but it was estimated about 100,000 per person. So that's only 1,200 people that were going to Rwanda. And we've got perhaps 100,000 people coming over the channel this year on dinghies, added to the 40,000 that have already come over the last 3 years. So there's fewer than 1% of people would be going. And now she's saying even that small number of people who would be going, they might not be able to go because of activist lawyers, specialist lawyers. She's almost setting it up to fail, or sort of putting a shield up in case it fails, so that if it doesn't, she's already sort of said this isn't going to work. So I really wonder if they actually, this is just a PR exercise rather than anything that they expect to work or expect to happen. The thing is not a deterrent because, as Lembit said, he would agree with me, this is only going to send 1% of people coming. So people think they've got a 99% chance of staying in the UK if they make it to the UK. Well, the only way to stop this is to stop people coming across the channel. That means the boats have got to be pushed back to France. We've got to stop meeting the French Navy halfway.
So you have a turn-back solution. So what would that look like? Tow
the boats back to France. Get the Border Force, the Royal Navy to tow the boats from the middle. At the moment, the French Navy is escorting dinghies to the middle of the channel. They're meeting Border Force boats and RNLI boats who are picking them up and then transporting them to the UK. That needs to stop, and we need to stop meeting the French Navy. If they bring dinghies across, we need to push them back into French waters, or even get a tow line and tow them back to the French beaches. They may not like that, but that's the only way to stop it. Do that for a couple of weeks. People will stop coming because then they'll see, well, we're not going to get to the UK in the first place, so we're not going to be able to stay. They'll stop trying.
You can only do that with French cooperation.
Yeah,
we can afford that. £120 million will buy a lot of cooperation.